So we're about to be leaving Powerhouse. And I just want to take the opportunity to say thank you to them for feeding us and feeding everybody else. They're out here every day. And from what I can tell and I've been told, they're the only one that's consistent every day. So I just want to be sure to say thank you to Powerhouse Church for their hospitality. We walked 2.5 miles to get here, and it was hot. It was hotter than I'm used to. And it was exhausting walking 2.5 miles to come get breakfast, just to get energy, just to walk 2.5 miles to get back to downtown and burn up the energy because I've got to go home soon. My 24 hours are almost up. When we were on our way here, though, we had to walk through, and on our way home, we're gonna have to walk through
the Paramore area, basically.
Yeah, not the best, safest, happiest part of town. And while I don't want to be judgmental, it was a little scary. Seeing so many people hanging out on corners and so many people, loitering outside of storefronts. And, we passed, 3 or 4 doors that had been broken down and windows that had been busted. And people, just laying all over the place. And it's scary.
And remember now, when she's describing is at 8 o'clock in the morning on our way here. So, as I explained to her, I would not, she has 2 children. There's no way I would allow her to go into Paramore at night. I don't do that for no reason. When I was having to go back and forth to the shelter, that's one thing, but that's not something that she needed to experience. But even at 8 o'clock in the morning, you're saying it was scary to you?
It was honestly terrifying. My heart was, I think I kept my cool pretty well, but it was...
I didn't notice you were that freaked out.
My heart was pounding through my chest. It definitely was scary walking past so many people. And, not to profile anybody, but it was kind of a shady situation. And definitely a shady environment. Like I said, broken windows, busted down doors, vacant homes with people, sleeping outside on the porches. And it definitely wasn't anything I've ever been exposed to. And to think that so many people are exposed to this on a daily basis, and this is just the norm for them. It's a question of safety, and it almost makes me wonder what does happen when they do have to pass through these places by themselves day after day. I mean, today I had Tom with me, but had I been alone, who knows what would have happened. I'm a little girl. But it was absolutely insane. Meanwhile, as you can tell, I'm still itching from the bugs last night. It definitely got me.
And I would just tell you this, if you look at the way Laura looks right now, you should have seen us when we came in the door to Powerhouse. I actually wish I had taken a picture of Laura because we were drenched in sweat. You're seeing us now after sitting in here in the air conditioning for an hour.
Yeah.
And she's kind of fluffed her hair. But I mean, she had her hair tied back and she was just drenched in sweat. She definitely did not look like she looks now.
Somebody commented yesterday saying that I looked too fresh and that, I didn't fit the part. I was telling him this morning, I definitely don't look too fresh now, and I'm sure I don't smell it either.
Yeah, and that's after one day. And again, we have just only lived 24 hours where she was homeless with me. And, when you add up all the days, can you imagine, how bad, tell him how bad your body hurts from just laying on the concrete just one night.
I was just telling him, every curve and bone of mine that touched the ground, my hips, my love handles, my butt, my knees, every little part of me that actually made that solid contact with the asphalt is just killing me. I went to sit down when we got in here and I was aching. It's one day has taken such a toll on me. I can't imagine.